Hey, Misfit. Thank you very much for the 25 bits and the host. How are you doing this evening? Hope everything's going well for you. And. Oh, gee, straight to the bloody point, aren't you? So, what's this announcement, you say? Wow, cutting to the chase, aren't we? Hot day. Yeah, it's been quite warm here too. We've had a warm week. This half-term week has been quite good. So it's been fun. Unfortunately, it's also passed by far too quickly. So that's been a bit eh. I'm probably going to avoid the game today. I tend not to keep interesting games like this for too long. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, it's a visual novel game. It definitely does demand a lot of viewer engagement in it, and if you don't really care for the format, it can be a bit dry sometimes. But some people like it. Well, maybe you should play it for yourself. So, yeah. Thankfully the England game was on earlier today than I thought, so I'll actually be able to pull off this stream. But I'm back at work tomorrow, so a week that went by too quick. Didn't get in quite as many streams as I would have liked, but I wasn't feeling up for some streams, as many streams as I would have imagined at the beginning of the week. But yeah, fair enough. What is fit. So anyway, the announcement was just I'm back. No, it wasn't that. That's not the announcement, Chuck. No, I'm back at work tomorrow. That's the announcement. So therefore, that's all that matters, right? I'm back at work tomorrow. So fuck everything else. No, it's not that. It's something else actually. I was actually tempted to do something else this evening instead. But I decided I would save it for. I'm not actually sure if I'm supposed to link this or not. Let me just check if I'm allowed to even link this. Oh, okay, it's publicly available, so never mind. I guess I can link this, to be fair. I thought it might be some private stuff, but it's not. It's publicly accessible. So, yeah. Anyway, the announcement is that I think Bridgeburner has played this as well recently, but there's a new early access, old school FPS type game coming out that is called Doombringer, which recently released. There is a demo of the multiplayer. You can also buy the whole game for £11.39. As such. So it's recently released. Hey, Robot Flowers, how you doing? So this recently came out. I'd sort of heard of it from Bridgeburner's thing. I hadn't actually looked into it. I was going to, but I sort of didn't. Anyway, I was offered a key. So basically, tomorrow evening, I'm going to be playing this game. Because I was just straight up offered a Steam key for it. So, if not for the fact that I'm expecting a rather potentially lengthy interruption this evening, I actually would have played it tonight. But I don't want that interruption to ruin the first impressions of the game. So, my announcement is basically, all going well, tomorrow night I'll be playing Doombringer. Of which I have received a key for the early access version, which I believe contains an episode. Slow motion washers are back, baby. So, yeah, it was very generous of the dev, Christus, to offer me this key. I had no real previous contact with them, but I guess they knew I was a old school FPS fan. Maybe Bridge suggested it. I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, I'll be playing Doombringer tomorrow, so that's gonna be fun to check out. Since we are in the golden age of old school FPS games. So I'm looking forward to getting that spin tomorrow. You have a counter announcement. Corruption Cards 2.0 has been released. Alright, cool. I didn't know Cutman Matt was behind those, actually. But yeah. Anyway, back to the game. This game. So, it's kind of cool that I was offered a key. I think the last time I don't think I've actually been offered a key before for an old school FPS game. So that's kind of neat. And I suppose for those who don't care for this game, it'll be a nice break from this tomorrow evening. So, good stuff. Right, anyway. So last time in the game, we got through the first set of doors, had to solve a puzzle in a kitchen, and found a set of 3 more numbered doors, as well as one that wasn't numbered but wasn't open. Someone then disappeared from the 8 remaining survivors. We didn't find them, despite searching for an hour. We then decided that we had to keep moving on through the doors, and I learned that the doors are a one-way trip and not the open-ended open and shut case I thought they were originally. So Lotus decided that we had to sort of break down into 2 teams of 3, and one person had to be sacrificed, i.e. they couldn't get through the doors, which is all part of the Zero's plan for the nonary game, to have people sacrifice themselves so that others could proceed. So anyway, the person who was number 1, or Ace, volunteered to stay behind. He took some anesthetic and went to sleep. So we went through door 7. We are unfortunately not with our childhood sweetheart June or Lotus. We are with Clover, who's rather annoyed at not being able to find a brother, Snake, and I actually forgot the name of the other guy, but the big tough guy. Anyway, we are in an operating room. And this is our next puzzle. Oh, it was code 7. Yeah, that was it. So this is where we're up to. So the other team went through door 8. And I regret taking this decision because I chose it and then realized afterwards, wait, does that mean I won't be with June? And yeah. John. Wait a minute, this doll has my name on it. Oh no, it's me! Whoa. I did tell you to always take the first option for his run. Well, it's fine. It makes it interesting. We'll get to learn a bit about Clover and 7 if we're lucky. A kilograms. It's a weighing scale. I don't recall you saying that, but sure. I think next time I make one of these choices, I will weigh up some things. So at the moment, we only have 6 people who are going to make it through. Snake's gone missing, the blind guy, and Ace has volunteered to stay behind and be the sacrifice at this moment in time. So, a white cloth. We have a lot of equipment on the table. Gotcha forceps. That's what we do, huh? Nice. Pull small out of small holes. Sounds like it could be useful then. A bunch of surgical tools. Alright. I'm guessing we've acquired the one thing we need, huh? For now. Oh! Another doll. So this one has a, one wing. Chick. Lucy. So we got Lucy and John the mannequins. There's some kind of device attached to the bed. It says kilograms on the panel. Is this a scale? I'm guessing maybe we have to accumulate all the body parts, huh? Let's see. Okay. Fake chest. Ew, that's gross. The heart's gone, but it's pretty. Oh, what? Alright. Nothing special, most women these days have one. Yeah, most humans do, don't they? I think for boiling tools to sterilize it, there's nothing in the drawer. There's a lot of different kinds of medication, it's hard to tell them apart. There are a whole bunch of bottles on the shelves. They all look like medicine. They've got labels, but they're all big medical words that I don't understand. Oh, this just leads back to this. What? Oh! And here we have another anatomical model. Oh, I see. An internal organ, specifically a lung. Medical Michael with his gut showing. Ooh. Got a fake organ. The organ thingy out of the chest thing. So, it's a fake organ, of course it'd be. Wait, what's Seven grabbing it for? Oh, there's something inside the lung. But we're going to need to... The chest of the medical mannequin. One of the organs is missing. The organ is all gone. Oh, ha 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 ha. Alright, I guess we got whatever that was. Scout! Yeah, okay, Gabe, I get it. You're telling us to combine that with the wall. Solo! Ooh, a key. Yeah. Alright, I guess we're done with that for now. So we have two parts of a fake body. It looks like we got Alright, this was locked before. Aren't we lucky that we got the key, huh? Yes. Let's see if... a piece of paper. What's this? Some kind of medical record? New materials down to the file screen. A medical record found in the preparation room. It has records for the 2 mannequins. There is a male mannequin named John and a female named Lucy. The record shows each mannequin's total weight and the weight of their individual parts. Okay. So Lucy is slightly heavier than John. I sense this may be important later. Cabinet with a drawer in it. Oh boy. Laser? Lights. There are 4 different lights, each of a different color. White, red, blue, and purple. Does this thing react to something and then the lights light up? The white light at the top is glowing. There's a ray of light going through the beaker. Okay. Intriguing. Oh. There are 4 lights. Huh. I mean, I've never watched Star Trek, but I know that's where it's from. It's something to do when Patrick Stewart was being indoctrinated by the Borg or something like that. Oh, nothing suspicious, huh? Oh. Well, maybe these only open when the lights. Yeah, I think that's where I know it from as well. But I think that's the context of whatever happened there, I guess. Yeah, so I guess we have to manipulate the light to be able to access each of the things somehow. A light switch. It's got 21 on it. It's locked. It won't even budge. Why would it be the exit? But I'm tired! We came in here and all we got was a light puzzle. Ah, damn it. Anything over it? Ah, chemical room. Oh, great. Yeah, I know that now. And nodding. Awesome. Ah. So the chemical room's locked. Can't go that way. Oh, jeez. And all we have is an organ key which opens the prep room door. And a fake chest. And I'm stuck again. Other than knowing that I need to manipulate the light. Huh. that's some bullshit. Lucy's hand left down a thing on the bed. Maybe something will happen if we gather all the body parts. Yeah, that's what I was hoping to do. But I guess we can't do that just yet. Well, that's just great. A room with a door that I can't open. A light puzzle I can't interact with, seemingly. Or can I? Can I do something to tweak this? Like, I feel like I want to put some stuff in here. I can't, it doesn't feel like I can really manipulate much from this puzzle. Yeah, I know that. I'm guessing we maybe have to put stuff in the beaker that corresponds to to make it change the color. But I don't see a way of that being manipulated. I thought maybe I could turn it and maybe it would change the beam, but no, it doesn't seem to be. And then I thought the light switch, but that's not it either. So then obviously these open might get locked, but we can't open this door. And now I'm stuck again. Oh joy. Oh, now I can pick up the books. I think you hang up code here is a bunch of hooks. How am I supposed to apply it? I need chemical. I need like different materials to try and change the lights. Yeah, it sounds kind of gross, but I'm pretty sure everyone has had the same idea. If we had some laxatives, maybe we could crap out the bomb zero burners. Unfortunately, a lot of different kinds of medication. It's hard to tell them apart. There's nothing on the lower shelf. I think we're going to a sterilized door. Okay. So nothing at all on here. Got a heater there. A lot of tools. A cloth that just contains the mannequin, which I can't do anything with. Johnny's just lying there. No operating table. Medical mannequin is lying on it. Chest of the medical mannequin. Open this missing. Yeah, I know. We took it out. We used it. What the fuck am I missing here then? I really don't know what I am missing here. I think I've checked everything I can actually utilize. All I have is a key and a chest part which will combine later. Lucy, I guess. What the? It's locked, but... Oh, I had to have the key out. Okay. Alright, whatever. Iron 1, carbon dioxide, question mark, soap 2, ammonia, question mark, water 3, ethanol equals question mark. Oil liquid. It looks like there's something inside that bottle. Why don't you try pouring some out into the cap? Can't see any reason why not. What's that? Bright blue. Do you think it's alien blood? Now this must be the stuff that we need to do for the color puzzle, I guess. So we have blue liquid and red liquid. So now on top of the table. I am 1, soap 2, water 3. Carbon dioxide, question mark, ammonia, question mark, ethanol, question mark. We seem to have hit that stage again. The stage where I need to make a note of everything, because why not? Okay, there we go. We have all the notes. Good thing you told me to have this ready, Draugen. What do you think? Alright, Clover. Tone down the snarkiness. I can only enter 3 numbers. E is for enter and C is clear. Once you input the number, press E. If you mess up, press C. I have no code to put in, so not right now. What's this? Camera spray nozzle. It says CO2. Yes. Because they can. There's a canister of carbon dioxide on the shelf. The label says CO2. The hydrogen monoxide. H3. Ammonia. C2H5OH. Ethanol. Now is not the time to get drunk. No, I don't think it's usually suggested to do that. You gotta distill it first. There. What's she pointing at? The label states NiCi. So. So we have parts for everything, it looks like. Okay. Okay, so I guess at this point we want to be pouring some of this in here to get a different solution to this. And then turn the light on. Oh, I guess that makes it empty as well. So we can pour it back. What the hell? Why did that reset? Aha! Fake left leg. Kick the ball! Kick the ball! I want June back. Alright, we refilled the liquid after we put it in. Cool. Okay. Right leg. Jesus. See how you were. Do you like your feet? I guess we all together. The action I want to. Okay, so what happens if we pull the blue, then the red? Ow! The leg does not connect to the chest suite. Basic biology. Yeah, what kind of weird door combination system is this anyway? Oh, to open the lockers you have to perform some chemistry and then turn a light on. Yeah, alright, thanks. No, shut up, Clover. Get all the stuff back. Stomach. That's a really big... Yes, it's a stomach. It doesn't combine anyway, so we don't need all the parts. Alright. Well, we've got all the parts from here that we need. There's a symbol engraved over the keyhole. Jupiter symbol. Maybe it's our way. It must be our way forward then. Yeah, it does kind of look like a giant nose. Alright, so now we have various body parts, but I feel that we are still missing. Oh, now we have a purple liquid. Good. I guess we should be grateful we did that puzzle in the right order. If we'd combined the red and blue early on, we could have got ourselves in trouble and not been able to access the other two. That could have been detrimental to our progress. So it's a good thing that we didn't fall for that trap. Now can we combine stuff with the mannequin? Yeah. I'd like to start putting them onto the bed, though. But I'm not allowed to... jeez. I'm really not allowed to place them ahead of time. I really have to find all of them. And only then can we put the thing together. Okay. Well, the only other thing left to do then is... People mix medicine on this thing. The only thing left then is to figure out what the... I think the game accounts for that you get placements. Oh, right. So it's not like a trap where if you make it in the wrong order you just get screwed over. Fair enough, fair enough. What time are we? Like they are getting back quite late. I am expecting to have my mum come back any moment, and that is the potential distraction that I'm talking about from earlier. So, you know. So if I sort of have to disappear for 5 or 10 minutes, that's why. That's why I chose to play this instead tonight instead of Doombringer. Alright. So, I can't figure out what... We've got iron, soap, water. And the other thing. What the fuck does this? I don't even know what exactly. There. I did it! No, I didn't. I have no fucking clue what the answer is. I don't even know what the... It's something to do with something to do with the chemistry of each thing or whatever. Oh god, this isn't gonna start being something to do with fucking chemical formulas and all that shit they were talking about with the CH or whatever was an actual clue, was it? Even so, I won't even know what particular order or thing is the actual thing I have to figure out. Do I have to figure out what carbon dioxide, ammonia, and ethanol add up to? Do they form the 3 digits? Are these the materials needed to make the others? Form the answer. Carbon dioxide is 2, ammonia is 5, ethanol. Is it the fact that each of these has a number in it? No, it can't just be that, because water is H2O and that's given a definition of 3, so it's not just if it has a number in it, that's the number. No, sweet iron is not a part of any of the 3 question marks. Oh, I have to punch one. I can only have 3 numbers. Yeah, alright. Shut up! Jesus. Why can't you just... Why does he have to go through that dialogue every time I just want to click a thing? And then there's... Yeah, it really does feel like the important thing here is to note the chemical formula. So, I'm guessing we need to note down the chemical formulas for all these things. Can you do that just... Ugh, I was happy just to... I was going to! But then they did weird... And my interruption has arrived. I'll be right back. Alright. And back. So then note them. I didn't note down the sorry, music. Oh, hey! I wanted that chemical formula that we were talking about before. Whatever. 2C6HO. We'll just call it, I guess. Alright. There's a bottle of water on the shelf. Why? Label says H2O. CO2. Yeah, I'm gonna write these down because somehow these are important. I guess every single thing in here is a chemical element, and the chemical element somehow form the part of the solution to the puzzle. NiCi. Yeah, thanks. That's what I wanted. NiCi. One sodium atom and one chloride atom. Mine is fair. Right, I have all the things now, so that's good. Right, okay, so now I have all the things. So I've got Fe for iron. Yeah, Na. Yeah. Iron 1, so 2. Oh, I get it. The numbers correspond to the amount of atoms. So in the carbon dioxide case, it is 3. In ammonia's case, it is 3. In ethanol's case, it is 9. Hey, G411, brain usage up to 100%. The penny has finally dropped. Okay. So we now have 6 numbers. But... And what? Is the solution just to put in the question mark ones? The ones that aren't shown? In which case the answer would be 339. So that's not a fucking answer, is it? So what that doesn't tell us is the order. It just tells us the decoding for the rest of them. How's your weekend been, G411? Has it been good for you? Am I sure about one of those numbers? Well, yeah, carbon dioxide is 3 because it has 2 oxygen and 1 carbon. Ammonia has... I counted NH as 1 atom, but it's nitrogen and whatever. Yeah, pretty good weekend with my favorite Johnny Boggers. I've not had to use chemistry for... I have to be honest, Drauken, this is the first time I've actually had to bother with chemistry since high school. Or maybe that one time in Amnesia in 2010. But implying that you would do any better unless you were in a situation that required you to brush up on your chemistry. People learn so much stuff in high school and most of it doesn't get reused because, believe it or not, well, great, you took an interest in chemistry. Other people wouldn't. I didn't really care for the sciences that much. I was more into my history. Always have been, really. Always been a little into my history. This is kind of creepy. Oh no! Fake heart. The heart! I want to get out of here. I want to go back to talking about Titanic theories again. Oh, shut up. Josh. Alright, I think we are actually. I think we're actually got all the body parts now for the operation.
ああ、そうだな。
Yeah, I suppose I could recount the news to you, G411. I was given a key for this game today via the Doom World private message. So tomorrow evening, I'll be playing the early access of the Doombringer, which I think contains one single player episode and some multiplayer stuff. So I was gracefully given a Steam key for free. So I'm going to be playing it tomorrow to check it out. You know, it's an old school FPS game. It would have been within my realm of interest anyway. But cool, I get a free game to try out. Hopefully it will be good.
おい、どうしたんだよ、セブン。
なあ、ちょっとな。
それ、薬の瓶か？
ちょっと気になってな。ほらよ。
エチレンジアミンタートレイト？
EDT 主石酸エチレンジアミンのことだ。
何の薬だ？
医薬品じゃねえ。確か工業用の清浄剤か何かだったはずだ。
どうしてそんなものがここに？
何かを浄化するためだろう。
何かって何を？
さあな。だが少なくとも。
Well, if it was in the middle of a hospital type area, probably blood.
俺の頭の中は
Bodily fluids.
ほんの少しだけ浄化してくれたみたいだぜ。
何か思い出したんか？
Oh. Huh? And what do I need to do to get in the... I don't think it was a giveaway, G411. The person who gave me the Steam key was also the developer of the game. And I guess they just decided to give me one. I don't know. No, it's not that, Drauken. I've never actually had any contact with this dev or anything. I was just offered it. I can only... What I do know is that the first I heard of the game was when Bridgeburner mentioned it and played it, I think recently. I remember it was a topic on the Hellforge Discord, and I think Bridgeburner may... I can only assume that Bridgeburner played it, and then the dev was there, and maybe Bridge suggested that I'd be good for this kind of thing, and then I was given a key. But I can only assume. Without knowledge, I don't know. But it's not uncommon for people who have released early access games to offer it to people that might get them a bit more traffic, you know. That happens with mainstream stuff too. If you like a big sort of YouTuber, you can get a free copy, then you play it or review it or whatever. So anyway, it's a surprisingly free game, and it means, unfortunately for Drauken, one less day of this in the lead up to next week. Anyway, it looks like Seven's remembered something here.
思い出したのは EDT にまつわるこんな話だ。
Maybe he was a former doctor or something?
今から半世紀以上も前のことになる。
Just don't be calling the devs that if I get stuck at a frustrating point. I think it's just one dev actually, Drauken, as far as I can tell. I think it's a one-man project, I think. I think it's stuck at a frustrating point. I'm going to be fairly honest with them, Drauken. If I find something frustrated, I'm going to tell them as such. You know? Although, I've been a little more calmer as of late, so hopefully that won't happen.
アメリカのとある工場で EDT の巨大な結晶を作っていた。
There was a factory somewhere in America making big old
目的はさっきも言ったが、工業用の清浄剤として売るためだ。ところが。
Hey, Nakisero, you found out what happened to the Titanic yet? Nah, we're not with the people that were discussed. We're not with June, so we can't have any more Titanic theories yet. Now we're talking about EDT, an industrial strength detergent, and crystals that were being mined 50 years ago in America.
その工場が稼働を始めてから1年後のある日。
That's what I usually do anyway, Drelkin. I usually do that in the play testing.
タンクの中で生成していたこの結晶に奇妙な異変が現れ始めた。EDT に水の分子が一つだけくっついた、いわゆる水和物と呼ばれる結晶ができるようになってしまったんだ。こうなってしまうと、もはや正常剤としては役に立たない。工場はできた結晶を廃棄処分にせざるを得なかった。
Oof, that's unfortunate.
だが話はそれだけでは終わらない。この日を境にして距離を隔てた別の工場でも同じ現象が現れるようになった。
Oh, not this again. Right with the Ice 9, now we have this. Now I'm starting to doubt if these are real events anymore.
今までと全く同じ手順で全く同じ材料を使って全く同じ環境の下で生成していたにもかかわらず。
I mean, I see your point, Drelkin. I see what you're saying, but I don't think I'm like that anymore. As much, not like I used to be. I genuinely feel that I have made some good progress on that in this year, to be honest.
出来上がったものはどれもこれも水和物の結晶ば
It's
かりで。
taken some time, but I think I have gotten to a better stage now. Definitely helps that I stay away from hard things above my skill grade, shall we say. Among other things, of course. So this is similar to the Ice 9. Everything suddenly changed and started doing... Wait, no, not the Ice 9. Was it the Ice 9? No, yeah, it was the Ice 9. It had a similar story.
それからというもの、世界各地のありとあらゆる工場で純粋な EDT の結晶は一切作れなくなってしまったらしい。それまでは研究機関も含めてそんな現象は一度たりとも発生したことはなかったのに、最初の工場でそれが生み出された途端、まるで
Now this definitely sounds like fiction to me.
まるでなんて言やいいんだ。
あたかも物質同士が互いにささやき合っているかのように、目には見えない何かで情報を伝え合っているかのように、その現象は瞬く間に世界各地へと広がっていっただろ。
そうだ、要するにそういうことなんだ。
Excuse me. How have you been anyway, Naki?
だが
You been good?
なんでわかった？
似たような話を聞いたことがあるからだよ。
どこで？
冷凍庫で。
冷凍庫？
I'm doing okay, Naki.
ああ、そこで紫から聞いたんだが。
Not exactly looking forward to going back to work tomorrow. I feel like this half-term week has zipped by too quickly, but you know, at least the weather's nice now.
常温でも溶けない氷か。
And I've got a nice new game to play tomorrow,
何か思い当たることでも？
which is why me and Dralcon were talking about.
ちょっと待ってくれ。もう少しで思い出しそうなんだ。
もしかして。何か心当たりか？
だからあるって言ってんだろうが。ちょっと黙っててくれ。確かだな。 てくそ。お前がどうでもいいことを聞くから掴みかけてた記憶の尻尾を逃しちまったじゃねえか。
Okay.
すまん。
Well, I had no idea what you were going to lead into. It's your memory, man.
ちょっと二人とも何やってんのよ。そんなところでだべってないで早く出てきなさいよ。
ああ、わかったわかった、すぐに行くよ。
ったくもう。
とにかくまた何か思い出したら教えてやるよ。今はこの部屋から脱出することの方が先だ。行くぞ。
Oof, don't remind me of work. Sorry, Nagi. I will, I think I might have missed an opportunity to get some memory there, but oh well. Anyway, now we can put together an old hard bed. Yeah, alright. Now I'd like to start. Okay, so we've got the 6 parts of medical management. So the one we've got must be hallucinating, right? Will there be any objections to giving them back to her? Combine! We did it! I think we're supposed to swap her body parts with Jones. Oh, okay. The screen will display 2 medical mannequins. You can switch their body parts by selecting the part you want to switch out. Okay, I really would like to see it. So, does the fact that they're grey mean that they're wrong? What the fuck? Oh, I see. It means we can't switch them out, but we can switch out everything else. Okay, well, I need to see the file before I attempt this. Yeah, that's what I'm going to go into the file for. We do have it. Okay. So, Lucy is supposed to weigh 53 point... Oh, Christ, I'm going to have to... You know, I've got a better idea for this part. Shazam! Take a picture to last longer. Then I can just use the picture as a reference point instead of having to do manual writing down or whatever. So Lucy needs to be 53.2. Now the chest weighs... Okay, so Jones weighs 6.2 and that weighs 6. That's supposedly correct. The heart for her is 2 and 2.3. Weird. That's supposed to be 2. The lower chest is 5.6 and 5. Three, 4. 4.5. 1 and 1.5. Oh, okay. I think I see what the thing is here. It's not a case that this chart shows what they're supposed to have. It shows what we can switch out. So we're supposed to find something that combines the 2.2, I guess. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Got it. Wasn't too difficult. But yeah, don't worry, Draken. I will definitely be more tactful with my criticism, you know. I'd approach it out with the playtest and stuff, you know. Something opened? Lucy is weighing quietly. Maybe this is now open. Huh? We're on the scale. Okay, it opened! Oh, I get it. It must have opened because we matched John's weight to what's on the chart. Yeah, I know. Jupiter key! Nice. We have a key. Now we can get the hell out of here. Oh yeah, I can close this down as well. There we go.
どうしたんだ？
四つ葉がいね
え？
Oh no, what's...
たく何やってんだよあいつ。
Oh, what's Clover up to? We're just about to get out of here.
セブン、ちょっと待っててくれ。連れてくるから。
Why do people keep disappearing?
え。わかった。
おい、どうしたんだよ四つ葉。早く行くぞ。何してんだよ。そんなにジョン君と別れるのが名残惜しいのか？な、四つ葉聞いてんのか？
お兄ちゃん、もしかしたら殺されたのかもしれない。
Yeah, and you will be too if you don't keep
急
moving.
にいなくなっちゃったのはきっとそのせいで。だとしたら多分。
She chooses now to contemplate he might be dead, but we didn't find his body either.
次に狙われるのは
何言ってんだよ。どうしちまったんだよ突然。
What do you want to do? Told Clover they needed to leave. Gave her the 4-leaf clover.
あ、そうだ。
Give her the 4-leaf clover.
確かポケットにあった。
Oh yeah, I was given this from Santa. He didn't like it
四つ葉のクローバ
because he really hated the 4 things of it or something because he's weird.
ー知ってるか？四つ葉のクローバーの葉っぱには1枚ずつ意味が込められてるんだぜ。
Finally got that son of a bitch fly.
ホープ、フェイス、ラブ、ラック、希望、信頼、愛、幸運だ。こいつをお前にやろう。お守りだ。受け取ってくれ。いいか四つ葉。いつでもどんな時でも希望を捨てちゃいけない。
Don't lose hope
大切なの
or
は
you'll
信じるこ
fall into despair.
と、そして愛す
And
るこ
if
と
you
だ。
fall into despair, then certain things happen.
この3つが揃った時、初めて幸運が訪れる。お前の兄貴ニルスは殺されてなんかいない。
I mean, if he was dead, we'd have found his exploded body or
きっ
something.
とどこかで生きている。そう信じるんだゼク。
Where is it that you work anyway, Naki? I feel you might have told me this, but I've probably forgotten.
ありがとう。
Oh, she appreciated that.
ありがとう。
最後出口の前でセブンが待ってる。
Maybe she now wants to stay in here and cry.
待って、その前に一つだけ聞きたいことがあるの。
なんだ？
実験って聞いて何か思い当たることは？
What do you think when you hear the word experiment?
は？
Wow, a programmer building financial database systems. That's pretty complex stuff, Naki. Hey, Dun Dun Dancing, how you doing?
そっか、
Hope you're having a good evening.
そうだよね。
Welcome to 999. Or more accurately at the moment, 589. 5 hours, 8 people, 9 doors.
それじゃあやっぱりただの偶然だったんだ。
So, you're a programmer who builds financial database systems. You essentially are part of the chain of people that keep the world running, then. You know, if your programs don't work, the financial databases collapse and everyone panics and throws money into the air.
順平が四つ葉のクローバーのこと知ってたのは？
I really enjoy my work, but weekends and mapping are nice too. Yeah, I guess there's also that, but as long as you make enough money, then that's all that matters.
すまん。意味がわからないんだが。
なんでもないの。
She's heard about an experiment. You mean like the one we're in at the moment?
気にしないでって言われて気にならないやつなんていないだろう。なあ教えてくれ。何なんだその実験って。
絶対誰にも言わないって誓ってくれる？
Oh, we're about to learn about an experiment.
おう誓うよ。
本当に？
本当だ。
And all this because we gave her a clover bookmark.
信頼してもいいんだよね。
Well, I ain't lame jokes, but I don't seem like a bad character.
当たり前じゃないか。
わかった。それじゃあ教えてあげる。今から9年前、この船で何が行われたのか。
Now, of course, it was 9 years ago. Because remember, he's obsessed with 9, hence why it's called the Nonnery Games. The mathematical crazy person called Zero.
待て待て待て。この船で？
そう。この船で。実験は、ある特殊な心理的作用を検証するために行われたの。その心理的作用っていうのは、目には見えないフィールドを介した共鳴作用のことなんだけど。
So, does that confirm that this is indeed the gigantic that was speculated last time?
目には見えないフィールド？
Field that you can't. Oh god, this calls back to the experiment that Walters was talking about in the first part.
例えば、これを見て。ジョン君。
Yeah, that's John.
これって本当にジョン君なのかな？
Well, he's a mannequin that was called John
は？
by a human being.
ロックの靴下みたいじゃない？
Locks sucks.
そうじゃなければテセウスの船とか。
What? The lock sucks ship of Thesis. You can't just throw stuff out like that.
知らない？今言ったパラドックスの話。
Oh, paradoxes.
知らないな。
No, I've not heard of either of those. The lock sucks in his smoking barrel.
そっか。ロックの靴下っていうのはこんな話。
I think I'm gonna have to add an extra 9 to this game. 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors, 9 tangents.
今ここにお気に入りの靴下があるとするね。その靴下に大きな穴が開いちゃったの。
Chekhov's sock. That means that something that's introduced in Act 1 must be introduced in Act 3, used later. And I've read about that in terms of another book that I'm reading at the moment called Homo Deus, which Twitch is the title of the book. You can look it up. Here you are, Twitch. I'm looking it up. Oh, not there. There it is. Actual title of book, Twitch. Calm down. It's a sequel to a book called Sapiens, made by the same author. I have to be, yeah.
順平だったらどうする？
Back to the game. It's in reference to Homo sapiens, and the book itself is about, well, in short, it's the second part of a 2-book series. The first book talks about how humanity got to where it is now, and the second one speculates as to where we might end up. And this came out in 2017 and was a big deal, as was the previous book. I actually liked the book so far. It's pretty insightful stuff. Anyway, what would you do if that was my sock? What? It had a big hole in it? I'd just throw it away and get a new sock. I mean, favorite sock or not, you get another
それだ
sock.
ったら迷わず捨てちまうな。
You know, you'd have to get a new favorite sock.
大好きな思い入れのある靴下なのに。
Yeah, but all things, the material. So, you get another pair that are the same type. Socks do eventually have a shelf life.
靴下にそんな思い入れなんて。
いいから、もしそうだったとして。
Okay, well you patch it then.
そしたらまあ継ぎ当てかなんかして修繕するんじゃないかな。
他のところにも穴が開いちゃったら？
また継ぎ当てをする。
さらに他のところにも穴が開いちゃったら？
また継ぎ当てを。
じゃあさ、そうして何度も何度も継ぎ当てを繰り返していって、最初に使われてた布地が全くなくなっちゃったとしたら、そうしたらそれって元のお気に入りの靴下と同じものって言えるのかな？
Can you really say they're the same stocks you started with?
難しい問題だな。
Yeah, you could. Your socks now have a completely different material on them, but if you favoured the concept of a favourite pair, it's still there. Because the concept of favourite socks or favourite thing usually comes with emotional attachment. The favourite socks might be because it was socks that your mum originally made, or were given to you by someone you cared for, or maybe just because you like the smell of them.
もしかしてそれがロックの靴下の話か？
I can sort of see why this is an attempt at a paradox, but I don't think it. Well, I guess it is a paradox, but it wouldn't be for me.
そう。テセウスの船も似たようなもの。
What do I do, John, for a living? I stream video games for people on Twitch. As a result, I get paid 25 cents every so often. No, actually... Stupid pieces a lot like it.
テセウスの船。
Nah, 25 cents is 25 cents. I actually work as a teaching assistant for a SEN school, that's special educational needs. I help out autistic children to be educated and live the best lives they can. I've been doing this in various capacities in care and education since about 2009.
その船の傷んだ箇所を少しずつ補修していったら
Sweet, but nothing that made up the original pair of socks you wore so much remains essential to the tower. New purchased pair of socks may hold this moment of attachment to them, but they can't be the same socks. Yeah, well then you have a new emotional attachment to the fact you patched up the thing so bloody much, you probably create a new emotional attachment. It's a bit like saying you have a favourite room in the house. Like this room, for instance. This is my favourite room in the house. I own this house for 60 years. Over a period of time, I changed the carpet, redecorated the walls, add some extra props to it, took out the chair, get a new computer, get a new desk, maybe even replace the window with a different one. Is it the same that I used to cherish back when I loved it 50 years ago? No, it's not. Is it the same emotional attachment? Yes, it could be. Oh, thank you, Dun Dancer. Sure, the emotional attachment isn't the question. The question is, can you really say they're the same socks? And the answer is no. Well, exactly. So, what's the paradox then? They're not the same socks. On a material level, you have replaced them. Eventually, they become a different thing.
最終的にもともと使われていた部品が一つもない状態になっちゃったんだって。
So shouldn't the paradox be where it is and isn't? It's impossible to be one or the other. Clearly, if you replace them all, it becomes something different. Still serves the same function, but is a different thing, technically.
それでもその船はテセウスの船と言えるのかな？
No, you can't. Next.
あと、船から取り除かれた古い部品を別の場所で組み立て直した場合はどうなるんだろう？
Then you'd have an old wrecked ship.
その時にはどちらか一方が本物のテセウスの船ってことになるのかな？
The real original ship of Theseus is the first one.
補修した方かな？それとも古い部品で
The
組み
one
立て
with the
直した
original
方？
parts. Would be the, if you had the option of two, the original parts is the original ship.
ね、同じだと思わない？
何が？
この人形のこと、これって。
頭部と心臓はジョンのものだ。しかしそれらと片腕を除いた全身の大部分はルーシーのパーツによって構成されているか。
私たちもこの人形と同じなんだよ。
What, we can have our body parts detached and stuck on other bits?
だってそうでしょ。私たちの体の細胞だって日々入れ替わってるわけで。
Cells in our body change every day. Old ones die and new ones are born. Yeah.
私の左腕の一部はサンマのタンパク質でできてるのかもしれない。
I'm not sure that's how it works in human
順平の
biology.
右足の一部は牛のタンパク質でできてるのかもしれない。さらに遡るとサンマや牛のタンパク質も別の何かでできてることになるよね。
Whoa, drinking Cleopatra's piss. Yeah.
そんな風にして私たちはつながり合ってるんだよ。目には見えないフィールドを介して。
Fields that can't be seen with the naked eye. What's that got to do with biology and biochemistry?
遅えよ、何やってんだお前ら。
Damn it, Seven, we were talking about cool stuff. Go away.
いつまで待たせるつもりだ。
He interrupts just as we're getting to the good bit.
時間がねえんだよ。分かってんだろうが。
Yeah, we do. We have plenty of time. We need to learn about Titanic conspiracy theories, Ice Nine, and whatever else the writers were looking into when they made this game.
お、なんだ？俺に隠れて密談でもしてたのか？
違うよ。そんなんじゃない。私たちはただ
You could just say we was confident because I'm with my
た
brother.
だ？
人形遊びをしてただけ。
Oh, that works.
え？
行こう、順平。
人形遊びって。俊平、お前そんな趣味あったのか？
アホか。
I have a feeling you will want to play the sequences. The sequences? What do you mean by that, Dun Dun Danson?
よし。それじゃあ、開けるぞ。
いちいち聞かなくてもいい。さっさと開けるか。その鍵をよこすかしろってんで。
Of this game. Oh, you mean the other routes? Is that what Dralcum was referring to with the idea of the other paths? Like, there's 5 different endings as far as I can tell. I was just intending to do one of them, but I think Dralcum also implied that this is the kind of game where you kind of have to go for the other paths to... What's the word? Get the whole game experience. And not in the typical sense of, like, you have different endings and you can choose different fruits. What's the expression? Oh, this is like, no, wait. It can't be like Neo Automata or Drakengard, where you have to play the game several times repeatedly to get different endings and then the true ending unlocks, etc., etc. It'll just be that if you want to get the full context, you have to play every ending and route.
分かったよ。
I guess. I've never actually done that before in a game. Usually I get one ending and that's it. That's how I've been thinking all along. Just, I get an ending and the other endings are a thing I can get if I chose a different path, but it's like a choice, like in Silent Hill 2. But now you're implying that it's not quite like that, but it's more like if you want to get the whole experience, you have to play the game quite a few times. Which means that this is going to take a lot longer, which means that we may have to delay a certain game being played down the line. Not that I mind, this game is engrossing so far, but it does mean I have to change my approach on it a little bit. But let's get to that bridge when we get there.
おいおい、なんだよそりゃ。
It's kind of like that. So this is a game where I will be encouraged to play all the paths to get the whole picture. Okay, that's kind of neat, I guess.
ジジイが散歩に出かけるみたいな言い方じゃねえか。
I mean, I have seriously never actually played a game... Well, I have played games that have offered this in the past, but usually I've only ever pursued one ending. I've never actually played it where I go back.
おっとこ、他にねえのかよ。喜びを分かち合うような掛け声がさ。
I was getting excited. I was learning about weird fields that apparently we communicate through that we can't see. Like air, you can't see the wind, but that exists.
ねえよ。
I'm not really excited. I was learning something interesting and you ruined it. I want to go back to June and her crazy Titanic theories.
お兄ちゃん、もしかしたら殺されたのかもしれない。
I don't think he's dead though.
次に狙われるのは私だと思う。
Although that being said, unless he found a secret route that we weren't told about, he probably is as good as dead because, you know, Ace is not coming back. And unless Snake found a hidden route, he's not coming back either.
冗談じゃない。喜びの声なんてあげる気になるかよ。
And I can sort of see how different routes tie into different choices later on. Like, we wouldn't have been able to get that 4-leaf Clover to Clover if we hadn't had the interaction with Santa in the route that we took earlier. It's worth it in your opinion. Well, I mean, okay, this game seems rather simple. It's essentially a series of very long dialogue things with occasional puzzles. So, I'll give it a shot. It'll be interesting to play a game like this, honestly, where I experience all the endings and see if my perspective changes over time. I've never done that before, so it could be a fun experience.
扉があってもどれもこれも鍵がかかってちゃね。
次のはどうかな。
I just want to get away from these two and get back to June.
やってみるか。
Oh.
紫。
Oh, they must have made it through the door 8.
それにサンタとヤシロも。
Well, great. We all met up again. Awesome.
おい、こいつは一体どういうことだ。
なんであなたたちがここにいるのよ。
What do you mean, what are you doing here? Obviously, they were both close to each other. They probably both met up.
なんでって言われても。
ねえ、ちょっとみんなこっち来てもらえる？
You should probably be quite grateful that we all met up because now we have more options for the other numbered doors that we'll probably have to come across later.
ほら、これ。
船内マップだ。
Well, yeah, look, there's the hospital room, there's the paths. That's 8, I think. Oh, wait, no, hang on, no, sorry. That was door 3. That was the door that was not marked. That was door... I think that was door 7, and that was door 8. So door 8 went over here and went this way. We couldn't get through this. We had to go through this room. And this way's out here, and they obviously went this way, and we're somewhere around here, right?
左上のところに C デッキとありますね。
So yeah, I figured we'd meet back up.
このフロアのマップだってことかしら。
If they'd taken a different door, like... Now, it could have been more interesting if we'd taken door 3. Now, I'm gonna guess that if we'd chosen to go through door 3, that would lead to the ending where we get the 1 in. I'll have to explain in a minute when I get to the flowchart, whenever I can actually look at the flowchart. Oh, right, I can just do that now. Alright, okay, so I theorize if we had gone through door 3, we'd have followed this path, and then be locked into this ending here. But because we took door 7, we now have all this, and then we will be given the choice of the 3 paths. Because here's ending 1, ending 2, ending 3, ending 4, ending... Wait. What? Okay. Oh, what the fuck? It disappeared. Okay, I'm not seeing things. When I checked this flow yesterday, just before I finished the stream, or at some point just before the... whatever, I think it was around this time. When I was looking at these screens here, there was another marker on one of these question mark things that had a silver border and a dreidel on it. There was somewhere on this one here, and it also, I think, made it look a bit bigger. And now it's disappeared. So, what the fuck? Oh, what? Oh. Okay. Never mind, I'm an idiot. It's just the one you click on. Oh, right, okay. Never mind. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize you could click on these and it would make a marker like that. Whatever. Okay, so there's no... Okay, so there's the 5 endings. Here, 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 and here. And because we've taken this route, we will be able to get to an option of all of the endings. There's even a side path here, but if we go for this ending, we end up on this one. I'm going to guess that this ending here is the bad one of sorts, because if you go through door 3, I assume the people that go through door 3 don't hook up with the others again. And so if you went through door 3, you'd be stuck in your group. Maybe you could get out, or maybe you don't. I'm going to assume then that then one of these 4 is one that leads to the... Yeah, and this flow chart helps you navigate through the routes. So what do you mean? So if I wanted to go back to this point here, I would just double click it and I could return to that point. Oh, I guess that's a point. They could all be bad. Or it could be a good ending, I don't know. I just theorize that because there's more points on this one, more stuff, that these are more likely to be the more involved endings. But I suppose you're right. So actually, there's not really that much of a game to... It's not massively a lot to go through. Here, I just have to go for the other route. Here, I could just go for the other 2. So, okay. So backtrack. If I could just skip to any point on the map through the flowchart, then it wouldn't be as... Does that mean then I won't have to replay the entire game from scratch? I could just jump to any point I wanted and just sort of play out the route. That would make things a lot easier.
7の扉と8の扉、それぞれのルートをたどると、
Okay,
今俺たちがいる通路に出るようになっているのか。
Alright, well that makes the process a lot easier, in which case, yes, I'll gladly play all the options out. So yeah, there you go, we both play on the options, whereas if we took door 3... Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I'm wrong, actually. Unless you don't go through this one, it looks like the blank door also comes to this hallway, and door 3 may, depending if you go through this room, may also... Oh, whatever.
要するに俺の言った通りだったってことだよ。
Well, the game tells you that later, but yes, you can. Let's try and keep the other way hush in future, please. Well, I think that's a pretty important detail to know, because the way you made it sound like, you made it literally sound like I'd have to go through the entire game every time I wanted to pursue a different option. That I would perhaps not be as keen to do, because I'll just be skipping large chunks of dialogue to get to the point I want to. So that's a nice convenience.
9の扉を見つけるまで俺たちが離れ離れになることはないんだ。
So I'm guessing you are very familiar with this series then. Seems like this game's got quite a passionate following, eh? Quite a few people have been tuning into this stream since I started playing it. It must have that great satisfaction of being someone who's never played it before. We ain't gonna be split up permanently till we find door 9.
一時的に分離したとしても必ずどこかで合流するようになってる。
You interpreted it that way. I gave no indication. It would have been a nice surprise. Oh, okay.
そうしないと誰も9の扉を開けなくなっちまうからな。そういう風にできてんだよ。このノナリーゲームってやつは。
へえ。あれ？おい、この先ってもしかして。
マジかよ、おい。
とにかく行きましょう。
そうだね。
と、忘れるところだった。こいつは取っておかないとな。
いいか、開くぞ。
Since we're going forward, actually, I do wonder why we bother having all these keys for things that we won't be able to get back to, unless we can get back to them at some point.
やっぱりか。戻ってきたんだ。
Oh, what?
こ 大病室に。
After all that, we're back here again?
なるほど、話は分かった。
So we did all of that just to go around in a circle.
君たち6人は2つのチームに分かれ、7の扉と8の扉に入っていた。そしてそれぞれ手術室と実験室の謎を解き、
Oh, did one other lap, cool.
出口を抜けた通路のところで合流することになったと。それにしてもなんだかな、どうも肩透かしを食らった気分だよ。
Also, you did pretty well to wake up considering he was knocked out with anesthetic before.
必ず戻ってきてくれると信じている。確かに私はそう言ったが、まさかこんなに早く実現するとはね。
まあいずれにせよ、こうして無事に再会できたんだからよかったじゃねえか。
Well, I suppose the good news then for you, Dun Dun Dancing, is that I also was gifted the sequel, Virtue's Last Reward. So I will be playing that after I've played this in the future.
とにかくこんな陰気な場所はとっととおさらばすることにして、早くそのための鍵は見つかったんだからな。
You keep saying it like that, it's together in one pack. Yeah, I know it's together in one pack. I'm just saying for the benefit of the person who doesn't know that I have that pack.
そのための鍵？
Are these games not sold separately anymore? Are they always sold in the Nonary Games double compilation?
さっき言っただろ、木製の鍵のことだ。手術室で見つけたんだよ。
So if we'd taken door 3, maybe we wouldn't be coming back here.
なあ、順平。
あ
ああ、例の太陽系の鍵のことね。だったら私たちも見つけたわ。実験室で。
So we now have 3, maybe 4 key cards.
はい、これ地球の鍵。
Okay, that'll be useful if we can get back to earlier areas that had these.
私が持ってるとなくしちゃいそうだから、あなたに預けておくわ。
ああ、わかった。
You can get the Soul if you want 99DS or VIA DS or VIA final VIA, but technically remastered.
さて、これで未使用の鍵は3つになったわけか。
Oh, okay, so I should just assume that everyone knows that if I'm playing the first game, I have this. It's the Nonary Games collection, and therefore I have both. Right, well. Okay, well, then I have both.
だな。
And then, depending on whether I really like the series or not, I may in the future consider acquiring the third one.
手術室で見つけた木製の鍵。
But we will see how the first two games go first. And God help me if you tell me that the ending of the third one is also disappointing and it sucks.
厨房で見つけた土星のカードキー。
So we now have the Saturn key card, the Jupiter key, and the Earth key.
そして今、ヤシロから渡された地球の鍵。
Now I actually don't know anything. I've not heard anything about the ending for the third game or whatever. But then that's because I haven't played it until a few days ago.
確か木製の鍵ってあの長い直線通路の突き当たりの鍵でしたよね。
そうだ。マップによるとその先は大階段につながってるらしい。
All I could say is I'll start getting really suspicious if the next thing you recommend several weeks later is, oh, by the way, here's some anime series that connects to the third game. I'll be like, nah, we want some assurances this time. If I'm going to invest another 20 hours into an anime. And I suppose I ask at this point, I'm going to guess there's an anime of this or something that was made.
で、大階段の周辺にはだな。
The only anime is an OVA for VOR, which covers a bit of the game but not much. It's basically the prologue. Oh, right, so it's not like Danganronpa that...
待ってよ。3の扉はどうするの？
どうするって、あの船内マップお前だって見ただろ。あの扉も7や8と同じだ。結局はこの大病室に戻ってきちまう。
Yeah, I mean, if that is the case, great, but then doesn't that mean we could get another key from the area?
意味がないんだよ、あの先を調べても。
意味はあるよ、少なくとも。
そうだったな、悪かったよ。もしかしたら3の扉の先にニルスがいるかもしれない。
Also, the fact that we took different routes and acquired different keys, maybe there'll be another key that you need to progress through door 3.
わかった。それでは私がお供することにしよう。
At least you have the reassurance that you won't be cut off permanently.
だいぶ休ませてもらったからね。今度は私が働く番だ。というわけだからセブン、力を貸してくれるね。
俺が？そういうことか。俺が行くのが一番手っ取り早いってことだな。
その通り。
たくしょうがねえな。
I guess 7 wanted a break. 4, 1, 7.
じゃあちょっくら行ってくるわ。
気をつけてね。
おお、ヤシロの口からそんな言葉が聞けるとはな。
勘違いしないでくれる？あんたたち3人に死なれると困るのよ。私と淳平くんとサンタと紫、この4人だけじゃ9の扉を開けないから。
なるほど、そういうことな。
Alright, I guess we're not gonna get to see what happens with them. They're just going through.
よし、行こう。
Okay. On with your own adventures.
さてと、それじゃあ私たちも行きましょうか。
行く？
行くってどこに？
ただ待ってるだけじゃ時間がもったいないでしょ。だから。
なるほど、木製の鍵を使ってこの先を調べに行くってわけですね。
そう、もしかしたらこの先にニルスがいるかもしれないし。
確かに鍵穴のところに木製のマークがあるな。
It sounds like eventually we're going to be able to get back to the very beginning, the main lobby we were in before.
というわけだから、
Eventually.
淳平くん、早速だけどよろしく頼むわ。
ああ、わかった。
おいおい、振り出しに戻っちまったじゃねえか。いいのかよ。
Okay, so if this is the case with these doors, then at least up to this point, that means that they're not one way and you're stuck. It means it's one way until you get the key, then you can come back through the back route and return to wherever you need to. So it's not quite as sadistic as you really are just going one way. It just appeared to be that way until this point. Still doesn't answer where Snake is, though.
何が？
この辺りはもう隅々まで調べただろう。
No, but we have different keys and we can open some of the doors now.
こんなところに来て意味があるのかって聞いてんだ。
意味はある。あるに決まってるだろ。たくお前は鋭いのか抜けてるのかさっぱりわからないな。
あ？
これだよ、これ。
土星のカードキーと地球の鍵？どういうことだ？
サンタさん、 覚えてないですか？この C デッキ、大階段の裏手にエレベーターがあったでしょ。そのエレベーターの脇には土星のマークが刻まれたカードリーダーが。あとは A デッキの左側のドアにも。地球のマークが記された鍵穴があったと思います。
Yeah, there was.
つまり順平くんが持っている2つの鍵を使えば。
エレベーターを動かしたり A デッキのドアを開いたりできるってことか。
はい、そういうことです。
よし、わかった。そうと分かれば早速行動開始だ。二手に分かれよう。俺とヤシロは地球の方を調べるから、順平と紫は土星の方を頼む。
了解だ。ならこの鍵は渡しておいた方が良さそうだな。この先がどうなっているのかはわからないが、とにかくあまり深入りはせずに、ざっと10分程度調べたら戻ってこよ
Smart idea.
2機あるエレベーターのうち左側の方にだけカードリーダーが取り付けられていますね。
う。じゃあ早速ここに土星のカードキーを滑らせてみるか。よし、起動したみたいだ。
それじゃあ次はボタンですね。エレベーターを呼ぶボタン。下向きの逆三角形のボタンだけしかついていないんですね。
上階へ向かうための上向きのボタンはないのか。まあとりあえず押してみるか。
So only goes down.
開きましたよ、俊平くん。
ああ、開いたな。行くぞ。
ちょっと待ってください。
なんだよ。
まだ心の準備が。
June was probably afraid of. She's not afraid of that with me, I can assure you.
考えてみればこの下の階 D デッキは完全に水没してるんだよな。水没したフロアに向かうエレベーターか。そりゃ怖いよな。
Yeah, that's a pretty bad idea.
え、ちょっと待てよ。さっきこのエレベーター下から登ってきたよな。
Sometimes you should pick the wrong options for the comedy. Oh, I did one time with the painting.
はい、そうですね。ボタンを押してもすぐに扉は開きませんでした。開いたのはモーターか何かの稼働音が聞こえてきてからで。
だよな。
です。
だけど見ろよ、エレベーターの中全く濡れてないだろ。壁も床も。
Yeah, but it came up from. Oh, I see. You're saying because it came up from the submerged area that it wasn't. That it would be fine.
言われてみると確かにそうですね。
I mean, if it was truly going to lead to. If it did come from below, then it wouldn't. It might have been fucked over by the submerged area.
調べてみよう。
I think.
調べる？
ああ、こうするんだよ。よっと。こうやって片足だけ突っ込んで半身の姿勢で回数ボタンを探せば。ボタンは2つだけか。C と E だな。
E and C.
よし、E の方を押すぞ。
下の方からかすかに扉の開く音が。
よし、それじゃあとはまた逆三角形のボタンを押せば。やっぱり中には水滴一つ見当たらない。
どういうことでしょう。 D デッキは水没してるのに、その下の E デッキは無事ってことですから
しいな。おそらく E デッキの一部とエレベーターのシャフトは密閉構造になってるんだろう。こんな感じで。
なるほど。だからこの船は浮いていられるんですね。
This is a little drawing you did. How cute.
ちょうどフラスコを水に沈めたような形になってるから。
ああ、多分そういうことだろう。というわけだから俺はちょっと下の様子を見てくるよ。お前はここで待機を。
でも
いいから言った通りにするんだ。分かったな。
私も行きます。
え？おい、ちょっと待て。しまっちまった。
つい乗っちゃいました。
お前な。異常はないみたいだな。大丈夫だよ。やっぱりこの辺りは水没を免れてるんだ。って見りゃわかんだろうが、そのぐらい。
She's like holding her breath for that.
本当だ。全く浸水してませんね。
だろ？
でもこの上には何トンもの水の塊が。
ああ、乗っかってることになるな。
もしも天井が抜け落ちてきちゃったらどうします？
多分死ぬ。
そんなあっさり言わないでくださいよ。
とにかくこの辺りを調べたらすぐに引き返そう。ヤシロとサンタはもう戻ってるかもしれないし。
わかりました。了解です。
さてと。
What does that say there? A there. A deck, B deck, C deck, D deck, E deck. And then something bottom?
鉄格子か。ここは抜けられそうもないな。
Not unless you want on the other elevator, yeah.
ですね。
逆側はどうだ？
こっちは長い直線通路になってるみたいです。
Dun dun dum. And a numbered door. 6.
突き当たりのドアに何か書いてあるな。
The number of the beast.
まさかあれは。
確かめに行きましょう。
やっぱりだ。
ナンバリングドアですね。でも2人だけではどうすることもできませんね。
戻ろう。みんなに知らせるんだ。
Huh. Now this one looks like it might actually be a one-way passage. Maybe.
壁にかかってるこれ E デッキの船内マップか。念のため持っていくか。
Good idea. You take that with you.
そうか。 そっちは1か。
Oh, and they found a door as well.
これで俺たちは新たに6の扉と1の扉を発見したってことになるのか。
それにしてもイーデッキが水没してなかったとは驚きね。
いや、いいデッキの全部が無事かどうかはわからないよ。俺たちが見たのはエレベーターの周辺だけだし。
だとしても同じよ。驚愕の事実であることに変わりはないわ。
しかも通路の先には6の扉があったんだろ。
ええ。
ってことはゼロはこうなることを全部計算に入れた上でこの船を大改造したってことになる。
とても正気の沙汰とは思えないわね。
そうですね。一体どれだけの時間とお金をかけたんでしょう。
おそらく天文学的な数字だろうな。
Oh,
だとするとやっぱり一宮が言っていたようにどこかの莫大な資金を持った組織による犯行と見るのが自然かな。
ええ、そうかもしれないわね。
okay, strange cut to the ceiling for that. Sure.
そろそろ帰らないとまずいんじゃないでしょうか。
ああ、そうだな。一宮たちが戻ってきてるかもしれないし。
1の扉なら私と紫と純平くんで開けるけどね。
あ？俺を置き去りにするつもりか？
冗談よ。さあ行きましょう。
おい、てめえら一体どこに行ってたんだ。
セブン？
What?
なんだ？何かあったのか？
あったどころの騒ぎじゃねえんだよ、バカ野郎。
Why is he so angry?
ニルスがな。ニルスが死んでたんだよ。
Oh, that's why.
あの9番の男のようなむごい姿で。
そんな嘘でしょ。
You're blown up?
とにかく私たちも確かめに行きましょう。
ああ、そうだな。
あ、違う、そっちじゃねえ。
何？3の扉じゃないのか？
ドアの間にドライバーをかませておいた。ロックはかかってねえから、そっちの数字の書かれてない方のドアから入れ。
So that's the exit from 3.
その先は？
Oh, that's the way we came through anyway.
現場は通路の左手にあるシャワー室の中だ。そこのドアにも同じようにほうきの絵が挟み込んである。
つまりナンバリングドアを通らなくても出口の方からそのシャワー室とやらに入れるってことだな。
ああ、そうだ。
そういうことなら決まりだな。行こう。このドアか。さっき通った時には開かなかったやつだな。それじゃ進むぞ。
ひどい匂いね。
ああ、本当にひどいな。吐きそうだぜ。
どこだ？どこで見るぞ。
Ugh.
あそこか。紫、お前はここで待ってろ。いいから黙って言うことを聞くんだ。いいな。行ってくる。
一宮が言ってた通りだな。あの9番の男と同じだ。バングルの起爆送信機が作動して体内の小型爆弾が炸裂したんだろ
ひどい。全身めちゃくちゃだ。左腕なんて骨が飛び出て。
う。開放骨折を起こしてるな。
それよりひどいのは顔ね。
We have to imagine all this, I guess.
ひどいありさまだ。もう
だけどこの服は
間違いないわ。ニルスね。
But how did he manage to get in there without anyone else? And also, what was that on the wall next to him? Wasn't there like an LR engraved on the wall in blood or something?
おそらくニルスは殺されたんだろう。あの9番の男が死んだ時と同じような状況に追い込まれたな。
LLR. Yeah, I just noticed that straight away. Maybe I'm trained to see strange things on shower walls, especially since a certain death that came up in a certain other game also had the same thing, where something was spelt out in the victim's blood before they died. Where's Sayaka?
やった方法は実に単純明快だ。簡単に説明することができる。
Pretty straightforward, not hard to figure out how he did it. What, so they opened one of the doors, threw him in the door, and then he was trapped in there. Yeah, I guess that's a way of killing someone. A group of you could open a door, 3 of you, and then one of you kicks them in.
まず犯人たちはニルスと共にレッドで認証を行い3の扉を開いた。で、その奥へとニルスだけをぶち込んだんだ。その9秒後、自動的に扉が閉鎖。孤立したニルスになす術はない。それでも奴は諦めなかった。無駄だとは知りながらもレッドを求めてシャワー室へと飛び込んでいった。
Doesn't know he was blind, but you would have heard, okay.
藁にもすがる
Felt
思い出
around.
だ。だが掴んだ藁は所詮は藁だ。レッドで認証を行ってもバングルの起爆タイマーが停止するわけはなかった。止めるにはレッドで認証を受けた者全員がデッドに触れなければならない。そしてゲートをくぐってから81秒が経過。その結果があれだ。
なるほど。だから犯人たちなんだな。ナンバリングドアを開くにはニルスを含めて3人以上は必要だ。犯人1人とニルスだけでは扉は絶対に開けない。だから
そういうことだ。
Why would they want to kill off one of their chances to get out, I wonder?
要するに単独犯じゃなくて複数犯ってことになる。
念のため確認しておきたい。
Very odd.
もしも今の推理が正しいとするならニルスが殺されたのはいつだろう。
全員で分かれてレッドの基盤を探してた時だろうな。ニルスがいなくなってるのに気づいたのはその後のことだ。
ってことは全員のアリバイがなかったことになるよな。
Is it time to investigate the crime scene?
みんなそれぞれ自分の担当箇所に分かれて基盤を探してたわけで、
つまり犯人の可能性は
I'm almost tempted to slip in some Danganronpa music at this point, but I will resist that temptation.
ちょっと待ってください。二人ともどうかしてますよ。なんだか当たり前みたいに平然と言ってますけど。
Snake looked like a very interesting character. I was pretty mad at his death when I played the game.
それって私たちの中に犯人がいるってことでしょ
Well, we had that note in Braille that gave him information. I suspect he might not have told us everything on that. He could have very easily left out some details considering it was in Braille and no one else ever knew how to read the Braille. I mean, on the sheet it said, for your information only, it was implied it was only for him. Maybe he left out, omitted something.
ああ、しかも一人だけじゃない。二人以上は確実にいることになる。
I don't really know. I didn't really get a lot of chance to know him to really be able to gauge, sort of see that interesting character though. But fair enough.
よさないかセブン。こんなところで猜疑心を煽ってどうする。それこそゼロの思うツボだろ。
Well, yeah, obviously, but you know.
ゼロの思うツボ。
そうとも。これは奴の仕掛けてきたゲームなんだぞ。ゲームであるからには必ず勝者と敗者が生まれる。9の扉に入れた者が勝者、あぶれた者が敗者だ。奴はその勝敗を我々に競わせようとしてるんだ。
But if enough, the thing is though, what do you gain by killing somebody? Only, I mean, unless you figure out ahead of, I mean, there's certain combinations that open up door 9. I get that there'll be sacrifices and stuff, but you'd have to carefully plan out who to kill off to reduce the chance of people. It must have been someone who ran the maths.
つまり意図的に内部分裂を起こさせようと。
Well, yeah, he's trying to do that by the very fact you couldn't proceed here without a sacrifice, having to stay behind, not knowing you'd be able to return indicates that.
だからこそ我々は疑心暗鬼に陥ってはならないんだ。
I mean, up to this point, there's not actually a one-way door. There's always been a way back, but you wouldn't have known that.
互いを信頼
It's
し
a time limit.
結束を固めなければならない。
You haven't got a lot of time to think things over. You must form a strong bond of friendship, the unstoppable anime friendship.
そうしなければゼロの思惑通りになってしまうからね。
ってことはニルスを殺したのも？
ああ、おそらくゼロだろう。
Why would Zero be involved
という
necessarily?
かだな。
Although obviously he
そもそも
probably is.
まず真っ先に疑うべきなのはゼロだろう。
You know, he probably rigged up the machines to not work in the first place. But that means somebody else cooperated to shove Snake in there.
奴はこのゲームの首謀者なんだぞ。我々を拉致してきた
And
の
why
はゼ
were
ロ
the
だ。
locks disabled for an hour? There's something about that that's very suspicious. The fact that all three of those locks weren't working, then they suddenly were working, but then Snake's gone. Was shoved or ended up in that room.
そいつがニルスを殺したと考える方が自然じゃないかね。
Well, he would have helped to have killed Snake, but it doesn't necessarily mean he would have killed Snake. He simply could have cooperated with the person who wanted to kill him. Doesn't that then mean we could figure out the killer just by checking the possible routes?
どうなんだろ
I guess that's one way to eliminate some people, is check all the possible digital routes of 3.
う。 もしもニルスを
Who
殺し
would
た
be
のは
able
ゼ
to
ロだとする
actually
な
pull
ら
off the combo?
ゼロはこの船の中にいることになるが
Was Zero still on the ship with them? Was Zero still on the ship? I can't really say with any complete certainty though.
なんかおかしいよな
I mean, it's might be possible, might not.
ん何か言ったかい？
いや一つだけ確認しておきたいことがあるんだが
なんだね。
ゼロってこの船の中にいるのか
おいおい、順平君ともあろうものがどうしたんだね。そんなことは当然じゃないか。
当然なんでだ
この船、
は
この船という言葉をゼロは最初のアナウンスの時に見たび口にしたんだよ。
Doesn't mean he has to be on it. Really doesn't mean he's on the ship, though. He could be doing this remotely.
ゼロがここにいないのならこの船などという表現を使うはずはないだろう。どこか別の場所にいるんだったらその船というはずだ。
なるほど確かにそれもそうだ
No, I don't entirely buy that. If he's smart enough to set up a game involving digital routes, manipulating an entire ship and set up this thing, it's entirely possible that he's just remotely watching it from somewhere.
だとしたらゼロは一体この船の中のどこにいるんだろう
多分ゼロはこの中にい
One of us. Huh? Was he one of them?
確かにそうかもしれない
Well,
な
can't rule it out. We don't know what about each other.
四つ葉の言った通りこの中にゼロがいるのかも
何を言ってるんですか順平くんさっきの一宮さんの話聞いてなかったんですか
ああそうだ。むやみに疑い合うのはやめようとあれほど。
むやみむやみなんかじゃないさちゃんと根拠はある
何なんだその根拠ってのは。
バングルだよどうして体内にある小型爆弾はバングルと連動してるんだゼロはどこかで俺たちの行動を監視してるんじゃなかったのかだったらルール違反を犯した場合は遠隔操作か何かで爆発すれば済むことだろうその方が確実だし手間もかからないなのになんでバングルの送信機を介して爆発するような仕組みになってるんだよ
確かにそれもそうだな。
Placed himself by the detonator in the bracelet. So you're saying that every time people go in through the doors, that this zero is nearby. What?
それだけじゃないぜこれはノナリーゲームの全てについて言えることだ 船内にある数々の仕掛けは全部自動的に機能するようになってる。つまりゼロの手を一切介することなく何もかもが勝手に進行するようになってるってことだ。なぜだ？どうしてゼロはそんなめんどくさい仕掛けを施したんだ？
ゼロは俺たちの中に紛れ込んでいる。だとすると逐一行動を監視したり遠隔操作で何かを動かしたりするのは難しい。だから船内の仕掛けは全て自動的に動くようにしておかなければならなかった。そういうことだな。
そうだ。セブン、確かお前はさっきニルス殺しの犯人は俺たちの中にいるみたいなことを言ってたよな。
ああ、言ったな。
次は一宮、あんたに聞きたい。あんたは確かゼロこそがニルス殺しの犯人だってそう思ってるんだったよな。
ああ、その通り。それしか考えられないだろう。
じゃあこの2つの主張を合わせてみるとどうなる？連立方程式みたいなもんだ。解くとこうなるだろう。ニルス殺しの犯人イコールゼロイコール俺たちの中にいる。
All in maths brackets.
要するにセブンと一宮の言ってることは矛盾せずに共存できるってことだ。ゼロがこの中にいるとするならな。
で動機は何なのよ？
動機？
そう大事なことでしょ。どうしてゼロは私たちの中に紛れ込む必要があったのか。
それはそのわからない。
説得力が大幅にダウンね。
つまり状況証拠だけってことか。
それだけじゃなんともな。
If I remember correctly, 3 people are needed to open the door. Yeah, you have to have 3 at least. Yeah, but so is your theory that Snake was shoved in. Yeah, okay, we don't actually know. He might have found a back way. But yeah, you're right. It is just circumstantial evidence for both cases.
あの時計の鐘の音だな。3時か。
Oh my god, they only got 3 hours left.
タイムリミットまであと3時間ね。
So now they've all suspected each other a little bit.
とにかく今は動くしかあるまい。セブン、四つ葉、純平君。3人の言いたいことは分かったが、今はそれよりもお互いを信じることの方がはるかに大事だ。そうだろう。
それはそうだが。
さあ時間がない。行こう。
Do you have any suspects? Well, either Zero assisted the person with if the theory that Snake was pushed through a door by 2 other people, if that is what actually happened, then it was either Zero and one other person or 2 people among us at the moment. Not really, no. I have no real suspects because I don't massively have a lot of information on these people. Too much. I mean, Clover was his... I mean, Snake was Clover's brother, so you would not have thought it was Clover. I mean, it's... might have been weirdly possible that maybe there was only one person. Maybe they were setting up a thing, and one of them killed him, and then the other blackmailed the other one not to say anything about it. No, I don't have any suspects at this point. Which we could be anyone. I think the only person it probably isn't is June, because she was with us the entire time searching when we were doing that hour thing. So again, if they wanted to find out, they could start considering who could access the free door with Snake. What Snake was 2, right? Okay, so let's see. Okay, let me go for the roots. Okay, so Snake was 2, right? So you would have to have a combination of people who could form a digital root of 2. I mean, 9's dead, so that leaves everyone else. So 1 is Ace, and he was... Well, at the time he wasn't altruistically sacrificing himself, so you would have 2 plus 1. Is it possible that everyone could access the digital root of 3 if they combined in the way? Oh god, I'd have to run like a fucking maths thing on it. Wait, could you have... Let's see, 2 and 1 for Ace, so you could have... 3 is Santa, so that makes 2 plus 1 plus 3 is 6, so it can't be... So actually, no, hold on, it can't be... Someone said maths. 2 plus 3, that would make 6, so it can't be that combination. 2 plus 1 plus 4, 7, can't be 5, that's 8. It'd have to be a higher number. 2 plus 1 plus 6 would make 9. 2 plus 1 plus 7 would make 10. That would mean for roots of 1. You could have 2, 1, and 8. That would be Lotus. Lotus, Ace, and Snake could have done it. That's a possible combination. That's the only one. That's the only one that would have with Ace, though. So then you'd go through Snake, and what if it was, say, 3, which is Santa? Then you go for the combos. Can't be 2 and 3 and 1. No, I want to explore this for a minute. 2 and 3 and 1. Okay, can't be that. Can't be that. Has to add up to... Has to be a bit... Oh, wait. What am I fucking doing? The digital root is 3, you idiot. Oh, wait. No, I did do that correctly. Oh, God. I'm being stupid. The digital root is not 2. It's 3. So it can't be 2, 1, 8, because that's a digital root of 2. So that's actually not possible. So... 2 plus 1 doesn't combine just with Ace. So then you have with all the Santa possibilities. Can't be 1. Has to add up to 12. Right? If it's 3 people, you have to get a combination that leads to 12. So what would be the possible combinations with that? With 2 in play, that means you have a gap of 10. Oh, of course, I'm going about this the wrong way. Instead of thinking about every combination, I can reduce it. So basically, if Snake's involved, he's 2. That means the 2 people have to add up to 10. 10 plus 12, 12, 12 is digital root's 3, right? So, you couldn't have... So, 2 plus 3, the only person who... That rules out Ace, because the only other person that could have done it in a 3-person combination, if it's 2 other people only and not a massive bigger group, was number 9, who's dead. So Ace can't be the killer. So then you go into Santa, right? Santa is 3. So the only people who combine with him... Okay. Again, going off the 2-person party, the only person who could have combined for 3 people with Snake would be me. And I didn't do it, so that rules out Santa. Now, Clover is 4. The only person who could do it for a 3-person combo would be 6, which is... Oh, fuck, who's 6 again? Is June. The killer is me! Yeah, right. So that's a possibility, but June was with me the entire time. Unless she managed to sneak off, but I don't think it implied that she did sneak off at any point because she stuck with me for the entirety of the search part. So it can't be her. So that rules out June as well. So it can't be her. And because it can't be from 4, it can't be Clover either. Because there's no other combinations. Unless you have more people. Unless you were to add, say, 5 and 1. But that's not possible. That's me. Or, I don't know, 3 plus 2 plus 1. That would add up to it. But that's 5 people. That would then implicate all of them. But we're going off a 3-person combo. Unless it literally is half the group agree to kill him. For whatever reason. That would be crazy. That would implicate 3 other people. No, 4 other people, actually. And that would include his own sister. So that's not right. So I'm out. June's out. 7. Big guy. The only person who can combine with him is 3. So it's entirely possible of a combination of 7 and Santa. That's possible. Because 7 plus 3 is that, and you have 12. Then in terms of... Okay, so... We can't do 9 because 9 is dead. So there's only 2 combinations that are possible. Wait, no, that's not right. Because you can't have 8, 2, 8, and 2. Idiot. So, by process of elimination, if it is 3 people, and that is if it is 3, there's only one combination that is actually possible, and that's 2, 7, 3. That means that Santa and 7 are the killers. If that is correct, I'm making a note of that. Then those are the killers. If, and only if, the 3-person killing theory is correct. If it's not, and there's more people involved, then it doesn't hold. But on the 3-person, and all they had to do was run the maths, and they'd have the killers immediately. Boom. 7's a dodgy fucker, and 3 is a young idiot. Case closed.
次に目指すべき場所は水星か。
Considering I got every single killer in Danganronpa V3 wrong, when we have one victory over this game, it's logic. See if I can pull it off. Oh, God. Alright, we'll leave it on the back.
それじゃあまた後でね。
Anyway, back to the game. Now that we've had our figure it out. And again, that's assuming that Snake didn't have a back way of getting in anyway. Or whatever. I mean, for all we know, Snake might have told the people to open it for him. I don't know. We'll find out eventually, I guess.
行こう、紫。
行ってきます。ここですね。
ああ、この彗星のマークが刻まれたカードリーダーだ。
そこにセブンさんに渡されたカードを使うんですね。
あ、
例のシャワー室を調べてる時にな、見つけたんだよ。
とかなんとかセブンは言ってたな。まあとにかくやってみよう。
Shower room? Didn't they find a key from that? Not the key card? Like, didn't they find a key, the earth key from that? Not the key card? Wouldn't that key card have been acquired from the previous set of rooms
これでエレ
earlier?
ベーター
Four
が
and
使え
five
るように
doors?
なった。んだよな。
Well, anyway, it's another key card, so whatever.
俊平君、その二人きりですけど力を合わせて頑張りましょう。
なんだよ急に。
She's determined.
その選ばれたのが私と純平くんだったのがちょっと嬉しくて。
選ばれたって言っても一度いいデッキを調べているからってだけの理由だろ。
それでも純平くんと一緒でよかったです。
そっか。まずはこのエレベーターが水の中に出ないか調べよ
前と同じ手順ですね。
う。あ、戻ってきたな。
やっぱり水滴一つ見当たらないですね。
それじゃ。
Alright.
これボタンがみんな潰されてますね。
ああ、押せるのは C とボトムだけだ。
今私たちがいるのが C デッキですから実質ボトムだけってことですか。
だな。じゃ押すぞ。ここがボトムデッキか。
I mean, the possibility of June being the killer, that would mean that the only person who would be with her would have been Clover. I'd find that a bit weird. Clover helps kill her own brother.
あそこにあるのは
ナンバリングドアですね。
Ooh, another numbered door.
これで8枚目だな。
So the only one they haven't found yet is the one they need badly.
大階段の B デッキには2枚のナンバリングドアがあった。4の扉と5の扉だ。それから大病室には3枚のナンバリングドアが。そこにはそれぞれ3、7、8と記されていた。
あとは私たちが一緒に調べた E デッキに1枚とヤシロさんやサンタさんが調べた A デッキ
Hey,
に1
Brutal,
枚
how
あるん
you
です。
doing? Numbering a door.
E デッキの方には6、A デッキの方には
We're down
1
to
と書かれ
7
ているん
people
ですよ。
alive now. We're trying to find out what else is on the other path. Turns out it's another numbered door.
ってことは
That means you have a choice between 6 and 2 to make.
もしかしてこの次の扉は。
ああ、おそらくそういうことだろう。多分この次に見つける扉は
Have you had a good weekend, Brutal?
とうとうですね。
あ
なんだか浮かない顔してますね。
あ、いやこのまますんなりいけばいいのになって思っただけだよ。
そうですね。そう願いましょう。
さあ戻ろう。
そうしましょうか。
1、2、3、4。よし、7枚あるな。念のため確認するが、各自自分の呼び名と入りたい扉の番号は書いたな。
What? Are they drawing lots to see what door they go through?
ちゃんと書いたわよ。
まさかこんなところまで来て投票とはな。
言ったもん勝ちはずるい。公平性を保つためだな。だからってめんどくせえ提案しやがって。
Yeah, and I guess the difference here is that unlike the other doors that have been presented in groups, these doors are on different parts of the ship and are by themselves. These might be the real one-way doors. There's only one after this.
早くしろよ。言い出しっぺの順平くんよ。
分かったから落ち着けって。 それじゃあ開票するぞ。まずは1枚目。一宮の希望は1の扉か。
ああ、その通り。理由も言った方がいいかね。
いや、時間がない。サクサク進めよう。次はサンタだな。6の扉が希望っと。
ああ、書いてある通りだ。
四つ葉は1、ヤシロは2、セブンも同じく2の扉を希望してるな。
ちょっと待ってくれる？私は嫌よ。そこの法年祭のご神体みたいな男と同じ扉に入るなんて。
ダメだ。そんなことをいちいち許してたらこの投票の意味がなくなっちまうだろ
う。でも
諦めろヤシロ。俺だっててめえみてえなロス教のババアとつるみたくねえんだからよ。
Whoa, what the heck? I thought it was a bit weird. I was hearing the Archvile sound suddenly. It's like, does an Archvile just come out of a closet? Wow. Bruto has donated $50.46. The My Immortal made my weekend. Thank you. Yeah, I don't have any bot commands. Sorry, Naki. Wow. Brutal. Thank you very much for that. That was really generous of you. I'm glad you enjoyed the My Immortal on the archive. But yeah, I recorded that back in 2013, and I don't know how the hell I managed to get through all that in one sitting. No problem. It was previously in 2 parts. I think I can't remember what happened. They were both tagged for the same day, so I assume I must have recorded one bit, took a break, and then got back to it. Yes, it's on my YouTube channel. It's part of the Dope Whips archive uploads. I'm uploading a bunch of stuff from the old Dope Whips days. The very few things I managed to preserve. At least the ones that I'm involved with anyway. Actually, thanks to discovering that the Dope Whips Twitch channel has kept some old highlights from 2013, I actually have a bunch of new content to put on there in the next couple of weeks. So I've found some more stuff to archive, which was very handy actually. It's one of the things I managed to get this weekend. I had no idea that the Dope Whips Twitch channel had kept a small highlight archive of stuff from 2013. So, yeah. The only thing I had to do was combine the parts together, and I did that by recording them over a fireplace background, at which we spent 3 hours on Saturday, I think it was. I think it was Saturday. I did an OBS local recording and I just spliced the parts in, so it's a bit crude, but the original WMA files wouldn't upload to YouTube, so I just sort of re-recorded it and spliced them together. But I'm glad you enjoyed it. It was a fun fanfic reading. And I can't believe I managed to do it in one sitting.
露出狂じゃないわよ。
Certainly a
ちゃんと
journey.
服着てるじゃない。
You are wearing clothes, that is true, just not as many.
ほとんど裸みてえなもんじゃねえか。
だったら何なのよ。それの何がいけないっていうの？
That's also true, it's not.
公衆道徳的にいけないに決まってんだろうが。
She was a dancer. She was doing it to part of a job or whatever she was. We don't actually know much about her, we just know she's a dancer. That was a description state. These are all code names, by the way. They're not the actual names.
バーバーの干し柿みてえな体なんざ誰も見たくねえんだよ。
殺してやる！
I apologize for everyone's ears.
いかん。
話しなさいよ！殺してやるからよ！
Also, I had no idea that Lotus was that old. I'd put her as being quite young, but I guess she's a lot older than a picture makes her look.
純平君、さあ今のうちに続きを。
That was perfectly written natural drama.
ああ、わかった。紫、6の扉を希望か。
はい。特に理由はないんですけど、なんとなく。
Yes, I finally got the other fly. Fuck you, fly.
ということは、
I got $50
全員
and
の
I
希
killed
望を
a
まとめる
fly. My evening is getting better.
1の扉の希望者は一宮と四つ葉。
But yeah, after the stuff from the Dope Whip's Twitch channel gets uploaded, that will be the end of the archive uploads. I have nothing else after that. The only way I'd be able to... Unfortunately, Dopefish didn't preserve a lot of stuff from back then either, so unless some hidden archive magically materializes, and it would be so cool if that did happen, but I don't think it's possible. Because the old Mogulus website that used to have the archive of all our past streams has long since died off entirely, I think. And all these streams were removed from the old channel. I remember that's why I was lucky to get what I got, because the big mistake was, at the time, there was an archive system on the website and I could have downloaded them. It was a bit of a pain to use. I think that's why it put us off from bothering back then. Because I know I tried to download and adjust and sometimes it would corrupt the recording so you couldn't access it.
2の扉の希望者は
There was an option to download stuff back then and we just never thought to bother to archive any of our past streams.
6の扉の希望者はサンタと紫。
I even requested to Dope a few months ago whether he had the original raw recording of the Nightmare House 2 playthrough, and he didn't. But enough of the good parts of that were saved on the YouTube videos, which I downloaded, so
ってことになる。
that's been preserved.
なら、俺が選ぶべきは
And
あ
I
れだ。
consider that the best stream Oh, but I wasn't paying attention to that. Okay, June wants 6.
さてと、最後は俺だな。俺の希望は
Oh god, I didn't really pay attention, but I know that door 6 was the one that June chose, right? Okay, I think, yeah, she chose door 6. So, obviously, we are going through door 6.
俺の希望は6の扉だ。
Haha, I got to choose.
困りましたね。このままじゃ3チームとも希望の扉に入れないことになります。
私と四つ葉は1の扉を選んだ。
Yeah, that's actually a good point. There's 3 different doors, but there's only 7 people left.
俺とヤシロは2の扉だ。
だが2人だけではナンバリングドアを開くことはできない。
第一数字コンも合ってねえしな。
俺たちのチームも同じだ。俺、紫、順平の3人は6の扉に入ることを希望してる。
6, 5, 3, that's 14. Yeah, it
だ
doesn't
が
work.
3人の数字コンは5だ。扉を開くには1足りね
So really, there was no point to frigging choosing on a vote, because there's only certain combinations that work.
弱ったわね。どうする？
You need to figure out all the possible combinations for the doors that work, and then vote,
え。どうするか。
or whatever. Or you could just go through them.
セブンとヤシロが1の扉に来たらどう？私と一緒に。
私はどうすればいいのかな。
決まってるでしょ。さっき1足りないって嘆いてたチームがあったじゃない。
つまりサンタのチームに入れと。
そう。
分かったよ。それじゃあ私は6の扉に移ろう。 四つ葉が言った通りにすれば誰もあぶれることなくナンバリングドアの先に進むことができるわけだし
Yeah, that works.
反論の余地が見当たらないからね。
セブンとヤシロはどうなんだ？
俺は別に構わないぜ。
私も。
それじゃあこれで決まりだな。
じゃあ行くから。
おい、四つは一人で動くな。
私も行くわね。
ああ、気をつけてな。
では我々も行こうか。
Okay, I'm not sure. So, John, when can I buy you into slavery and make you pay whatever my sinister will desires?
ここがいいデッキか。
Well, at least we know what it says there now. It's bolt bottom. So there we go. I don't know. How much you... I mean, hi. Oh, hi, Corn King. How you doing? Have you had a good weekend? Well, you'd have to... I don't know. I mean, can you provide me a house to stream video games, Corn King, and make sure I have all my needs met for the rest of my life? Yeah, it might take more than $50.53. Yeah, probably more than that. I mean, I had the two anonymous 5,000-bit anonymous donations earlier in the week, and I'm not a slave to anonymous, so... You know, what kind of games would you have me play?
この廊下の奥に
King? What
扉
kind
が
of
あるは
games
ずで
would
す。
you have me play? Oh, wow. I really want to be a slave to Corn King with that kind of accommodation. Sign me the fuck up. That works out to 4 hours at minimum wage in GBP. Yeah, it's pretty good, you know. I made 4 hours wage in 1 second of a generous donation. All I had to do was read 3 hours of the most infamous Harry Potter fanfic ever. I won't buddy wine, but if John's not interested.
Yoし、行こう。
Oh, the web for the video, yeah. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, since there's a few extra new people. Just to let you all know, tomorrow evening I'm going to be playing a recently released early access old school FPS game that I was given a Steam key of today. So tomorrow night, if everything goes to plan, I will be playing... Oh, so you got it too. Pretty cute game. You were offered it as well, Corn King? I guess the dev has been offering it around to quite a few people. I know that Bridgeburner was playing it. I don't know if he was offered it or whether he just bought it. But I was just given the key today, so I'll be checking it out tomorrow. So you'll get a brief break away from this. You know, I want to strike while the iron's hot. I mean, I'd have done it tonight, to be honest, but I didn't feel like doing it with an interruption tomorrow. But it was anticipated tomorrow, when I have a bit more time as well to boot, I will give it my full attention. I was inclined to get it when I got a sub from Doombringer at Tasty's Queen TV channel. Yeah, I mean, I only heard about it this weekend because of the Hellforge Discord. I didn't actually look into it. I was just told, oh, I'm playing this game early access, old school FPS. Cool, I'll check it out. Then today I got a key. So...
あれか。3人ともいるな。
Yeah, I mean, I haven't exactly been scouring all the time for new old school FPS releases. There's already so many I'm waiting to play anyway. I just need them to come out of early access. But if someone... It's a bit different when someone gives you a Steam key. It's like, I'll check it out for you, sure. Under normal circumstances, I would have added it to my wish list and waited until it was finished, but...
ああ。やるぞ。
Well, when someone gives you a free game and they're the dev, you can give it a shot, right? And now we're gonna find the dev.
あったぞ、すぐそこだ。
That was easy.
ちょっと待って。
So I guess Zero isn't trying to screw people over by having them in obscure locations. Just that one time when it was at the other end of the corridor for a bit of running. I'm still expecting Zero to pull more weird curveballs.
止まりましたね。
It's good you can promise me that. Had some oddball design choices, but yeah, it's nice. It gives me I've looked at the episode 1 campaign trailer. It has a sort of Quake vibe going for it, and it's got some minimalistic sort of power-up design. It's like floating health bars sort of thing, and it's got a deathmatch mode. It feels very Quake-ish, I think.
いつまで経っても慣れないな、この感覚は。
Not that that's a bad thing for an old school FPS game, of course.
俺は慣れたくなんてないな。
Style game. I probably would check out the deathmatch as well, but that's not what I'd be interested in. It'd be the single players.
こんなバカげたゲーム。慣れる前にとっとと抜け出してしまいたいよ。
右に同じだな。さっさと終わらせて。バカンスにでも行って忘れるのが一番だろう。
I'm still just waiting for a bunch of games to come out of early access. I'll be once they all do, which will probably be happening in the next between now and summer of next year. I'm going to be flooded with games to play. That's why I kind of want to get this list done before then, so that I get all the games done and I can start playing all these old school FPS games for a good while.
確かにその通りだな。
Really indulge that. Alongside the other stuff I want to play too, of course.
最高。
So what room will we be in now?
頑丈そうな扉ですね。
動くみたいだ。開けるぞ。
Whoa.
おいおい、なんだよこいつは。
From the launch 1v1 tournament yesterday, it's definitely like Quake 3 but without instant weapon switch, with even nastier weapon comboing.
とてつもなく広いな。
Instant weapon switching?
天井もやたら
Wow,
高いし。
that would be something for the multiplayer element. In fact, that would be something for the single player too. Oh man, I thought for a set there, seeing all these stairs, I thought we were doing some MC-esque shit.
2フロア分はぶち抜いてそうだよ。それに横幅もすげえ。
Could this be like an engine room or something?
もしかしたら船の幅いっぱいに使った空間なのかもしれないな。
あの巨大なかまぼこみたいな建物は何でしょう。
Kamaboko. What is a kamaboko? Ah, right, okay.
Kamaboko.
Weapon combos.
いや、まあこの上なんかわかりやすいけどさ。
Sounds fun. Yeah, we're on a... Oh, I'm guessing you're not familiar with this game, Boodle. I'm guessing this might be the first time you've seen this. So basically the deal is that we all woke up on a ship. There's 9 people. There are 9 numbered doors. The only way to go through the numbered doors is to... Everyone's got a bracelet on them that has a number on it from 1 to 9. The only way to go through the numbered doors is to add up your numbers to a digital root of the numbered doors number. So like for example, 9 plus 1 plus 2 would equal 12. Then you combine those together to form the root of 3, for instance. And that forms what is called the digital root. So they have to find these doors. They have 9 hours to do this. They have to find the door labeled 9 and go through that. They survive. If they don't, there are bombs on their bracelets and in their stomachs. They all blow up. They also die if all the people who go... Oh, God, there's so much to explain. So when you go through each of the numbered doors, you have 81 seconds. We have... Oh, Jesus Christ, there's too much to fucking explain. And when you go through each of the numbered doors, the door opens for 9 seconds. You have 81 seconds to get to something called the Dead. And you have to find everyone in the room who verified the door opening has to go through to the Dead.
階段はあるようだし、とにかく降りてみようか。
Yeah. And you'll catch up on YouTube. Okay.
そうだな。この足場狭くて落ち着かねえし。
So, and basically the person who's running this is called Zero. They are obsessed with the number 9. And we don't know anything about them. Get on with playing.
ですね。
近くで見るとかまぼこかどうかわかんねえくらいでかいな。
反対側も見に行きましょうか。
どうやらここは蒸気機関室のようだね。
Yeah, steaming.
蒸気機関室？
このマッシュルームを輪切りにしたような形の物体はボイラーだよ。下のところに3つの丸い扉がついてるだろ。そこに石炭をくべて燃焼させ、水を沸騰させる仕組みだ。SL、蒸気機関車と同じだよ。それの特大版といったところか。
なるほど。
まあ今は稼働していないようだがね。
So I'm not very good at being concise.
それじゃあ手分けして調べ。おい、どうしたんだ？大丈夫か？
Wait, what? Oh, right, okay. I thought for a second these were two different people.
おい、紫。
俊平君。
お前、すごい熱じゃないか。
Oh no, a fever's playing up
ま
again.
たぶり返したのか？
そうみたいです。でも大丈夫ですから心配しないでください。ちょっと休めば良くなると思います。
分かった。ほら、ひとまずここに座ってろ。
ありがとうございます。
一宮、サンタ。
うん。ああ。
よし。それじゃあ行動開始だ。待ってろ、紫。すぐ助けてやるからな。
Villagers. This room is big. Seek a way out. Oh my god, this room is huge. Right, so. Oh, okay. So it looks like we are locked into the path with the most. So, okay. We're locked into a path with 2 possible endings at this stage. The one with the most on this side as well. Again, there's also the option. This game has multiple endings. Yeah, good timing, Corn King, because I'm about to stop as well. Apparently, as part of the game I've learned tonight, we are able to skip back and forth during different parts, and we are encouraged to unravel every other spot. So, as it stands at the moment, I am going to be playing towards an ending, then I'm going to unlock every other ending and fulfill the whole thing. Which will be the first time I'll ever have done that in any video game I have ever played, to the best of my knowledge. So usually I play to one ending. So we're going to be getting one of these 2 endings at the moment. Anyway, now I'm gonna save the game. And we're gonna go back to the title screen. Alright, so I'm still really intrigued by this game. It's got a hell of a lot more dialogue, and it's sometimes a bit dry compared to Danganronpa. But I like all these cool tangents. I think those tangents really help to keep this game interesting, honestly. You know, I mean, it would also help if there was a bit more music at points. But I think the game does a good job of having this mystery and having an interesting story to tell. And the puzzles are quite nice in a way. It's not too overcomplicated for now. And yeah, it's fun. I'm getting a similar feel to this in terms of being intrigued about the mystery as I did with Danganronpa when I played it. I just hope that doesn't mean that for the sequel I'm like, oh, I've seen all this before, you know, so I don't like get as invested in the second game. So, as I've said a few times tonight, I will be playing the Doombringer early access release tomorrow night. If nothing goes wrong, of course. So there will be a day's break from playing this. But I should hopefully get back to this on Tuesday night, if all goes well. Obviously, just to let you all know, in case for those who stuck around, next week is going to be an E3 weekend as well. I probably won't be doing any streaming during that weekend, partly because of that, and partly because it's also the start of the football tournament. Of course, that's running for the next few weeks, and I won't be watching every game. But the E3 weekend, I will probably be having a break from streaming. But we'll see how it goes. I need to double check that. Oh. What's this? Hang on, I didn't know there was an introduction thing. Hold on. I did not know this was a thing. Should I watch this? Game spoils itself. That's an orthodox move. I did not notice. I thought this was the kind of thing that would have played before I tried to start the game. I didn't realise there was this. I think it just might have spoiled some of the tangents. I don't think it spoiled anything else. But yeah, okay. Alright, well, that's going to be it for tonight. So, now I've seen that intro. So who should we raid? All 13 of us. Who to raid? Who to raid? Who to raid? Oh, Jimmy's doing a stream. We're going to raid Jimmy. He's playing some Wolfenstein Blade of Agony. So, thank you all for watching. Have a good evening. Stay safe. And I'll see you all tomorrow for Doombringer. And more of this later in the week. Good night, everyone.